A woman can be a mother, she can be a wife, and she can also be whoever she wants to be as well.
How did you start the school?
When we originally came to Obuasi, I had my son and he was about 7 months.
Okay.
So I'd wanted a school to take him so that I could work. I'd put in applications.
Okay.
I went round and round and round, and nobody, they said unless he has walked and is potty trained, he cannot get a school. So we were contemplating what to do with him because I also needed to work. I'd been at home for 2 years already, and I was getting itchy.
Okay.
So we went to see my father to help us. What did he think we could do? Originally, we had wanted to start a restaurant.
Okay.
And then my father said that he thinks that the best is to start in your area of expertise.
Okay.
So why don't I start a school? We thought about it, and then...
So you had the certificate, but you weren't using it?
I couldn't get a job. I was trying. I had put my applications everywhere.
Okay.
Yes.
So you decided that, okay, why don't I try? Give it a try. Let me start my own school.
For children like that, whose parents may need a place, but then they don't have that kind of facility.
So that was the idea?
That was the idea.
So the problem was you couldn't get your child to school because he was too young.
He was too young.
So if there's a problem, then let me find a solution. And the solution is, let me start a school for such kids.
Yes. In fact, Bacnof was the first to start anything like that in Obuasi.
Which year?
2007.
And how many kids did you start with?
1.
Your child?
Yes.
For how long?
It took, I think I got the next one, I started in September.
Okay.
In November, my first fee-paying child came.
Okay.
But from here, it took a year to get more children.
Wow.
Yes.
So you had 2 kids for a whole 1 year?
Yes.
And how did you survive?
I would say that it's a lot of encouragement from...
Or even how many teachers, or you were the only sole teacher then?
No, I had one lady who did the cleaning and then also assisted me as well.
Okay.
Yes.
And you were paying her?
Yes.
You had to get people, members for your church, and you had to get kids for your school. Yes. How did you combine the two then?
Well, Lighthouse is a very structured church.
Okay.
They have procedures and processes we use to get people to church.
Okay.
So because my husband was full-time, he did most of that.
Okay.
And then I would support on the weekends.
Okay.
And then I just concentrated on the school.
Okay.
One of the ways that a school grows is by word of mouth. If a child comes and you look after the child well, the parents spreads.
Yeah.
I remember I made a lot of posters. I went to the radio stations to have announcements made. But it is truly only the word of mouth that has brought the children that are there.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So after the first kid came, the second year, how many kids did you have in your school?
By the end of the second year, we had almost 15.
Okay.
Yes.
And they were all ranging between what ages?
They were between 3 months and 1 year.
So when did the breakthrough come in?
The breakthrough came in 2009 when we moved to Gausso Extension.
All right.
Yes, because we were now in the center of town. It made it easier for parents to bring their children.
Okay.
Originally, we were at Brahabebumi, and that was quite some distance.
Okay. And what was the highest stage or the highest class someone could be during that time?
In Bogobri, the highest class was grade 4.
Okay.
And then we moved gradually from there.
So how many kids do you have now in your school?
We are close to 400 now.
Wow.
Yes.
400, and the highest class is?
JHS1.
JHS1.
Yes.
That's really impressive.
By the grace of God.
The name of the school is?
Bacnof Schools.
Bacnof. And what's the meaning of Bacnof?
Bacnof are the initials of my family.
Okay.
So Boache is the family name, which is the B.
Okay.
The A is Ejewa, which is me.
Yourself?
Yes. C is Cynthia, my older sister.
Okay.
N is Insua, my younger sister. Then O is my father, Opon.
Okay.
And F is Francis, my husband.
Wow.
In fact, my father is also called Francis. So.
Oh, okay. So that's the whole family name in one school?
Yes.
Bacnof.
Yes.
So after becoming a makeup artist, now you're a makeup artist, you're running a school, you're a lady pastor, and you decided to add a salon.
Yes.
When did that come in?
The whole salon started last year in May.
Okay.
But I had already been doing bridal hair and the nails as well. So that came in, just like I said, mostly you would do the makeup, then would be waiting for the hairdresser.
Okay.
She hasn't showed up, and then the pastors would be complaining. I think that because I'm also a pastor, I know what happens when the bride hasn't arrived, the kind of talking that goes on. So I always wanted it to be done such that the bride isn't late.
Okay.
So I decided to just combine everything. Once the person is with you, you do everything, and then we get there fast.
So you are always solving problems. Because it seems how you started everything you are doing now, it was as a result of an issue or a problem you identified.
Yes.
And you decided to solve it.
By the grace of God. I think that God made us to be problem solvers. So.
Yeah, of course, definitely. Yes. All right, so after running your saloon, and then you decided to become a musician.
Well, music has been there always.
Since when?
I started singing when I was 14.
Oh, you even said that's how your husband got to know you. Okay.
Yes, so music has been there in the background always.
Okay.
I've been a soloist, I've been part of a choir, I've been a choir director.
Okay.
So it's been there, but I've never ever thought of coming out with my own music to the public. I felt that what I was doing in the church was enough.
Okay.
Yes.
So what pushed you to come out?
A friend of mine, she just decided that that's it. Enough singing in the dark. We have to see you in the light.
Okay.
And she started pushing me that I must come out with something. And once she started, all the friends and the family got on board. So I had no excuse anymore.
Okay.
Yes.
So did you have the song there already or?
Yes, I've written so many songs. They are there already. So I just picked one and then we worked on that
So when the pressure started coming, you had a song there, so you just said, okay, let me pick this one and come out with it?
Yes, but then also there were a few things going on in my life at that time that seemed to suit that particular song. So that's why I chose that particular song.
That song was released this year?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
In May.
And the title is?
Walk On.
Walk On.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Have you ever thought of if everything you are doing becomes successful, how you'll be able to manage them all?
Well, I have. Even the music, I think that was the biggest reason why I kept pushing it off, because I was wondering how it would go. But I can say that by the grace of God, God has sent me helpers. So I have people who manage the school, the staff are doing their best. I also have people who manage the salon, they are also doing their best. So there's no need to really be there physically all the time. Yeah, so you can manage from wherever you are. So that if I need to go somewhere, I know that by the grace of God, I have people behind me who are doing the work as it should go.
At the long run, what do you want the world to remember you for?
I want the world to remember that when a woman sets her mind to do something, she will do it. And when she does it, she will draw people in and make them great like she is. Because most women are turned down to family and home, and we don't get to pursue whatever we want to. I want to be remembered that a woman can be a mother, she can be a wife, and she can also be whoever she wants to be as well.